Hello students. So we have seen many chapters in psychology. So let's see some another important chapter which is about personality. Before taking you into the chapter of personality, let me show you one good glance of a people who are great personalities which we consider as the Indian personalities. So everybody know this personality, right? So I'm not going to tell about these persons, but just think why these people are known as great personalities, because they have done something great to the society, to the public, or to their particular field where they are working. So we can see what exactly is personality. This is a unit number 5 as per psychology syllabus. We will see about definition, how the topography of your mind, your types of personality and the theories, and how we are going to assess personality and what are the different alterations in personality. So personality means what? What you think about personality? Because some people may think this as a people who look good looking or looking beautiful are good personality. No, that is not personality. Okay, so personality is something different. So let's just see. It is a Latin word that means persona. Persona means mask, wearing like a mask, how we do. So it is a Latin term, but exact definition is it is more or less stable and enduring organization of a person's character. Character is being going to assessed. Enduring organization. Already I told you about enduring. Enduring means long lasting. And the temperament. Temperament means character, your intelligence, your body physique. Everything will determine your unique adjustment to the environment. Given this definition given by Eisenk. So what is personality? It is a person's character. It is a person's temperament, behavior, how he behaves, how is his character, how he looks, how he talks, how he communicates, or what is about intelligence, physique, everything, and how he is going to adjust to the human life or people. This is personality. Types of personality. The first type is Hippocrates classification. So there are various classifications for this types of personality. So it is been given by different theorists. So theorists are like, one is Hippocrates theorist. So it is not necessary we all belongs to that particular classification of personality only, but it may change also, okay, based on different theories. Even in your book also, when you study also, you may get different people, but I am only going to discuss about the common types of personality. So Hippocrates classification, already you have learned about this in your first chapter of psychology, in the history of psychology also, what Hippocrates has contributed. So according to him, our body have 4 types of body humors. Humors means these are the substance in your body, and these 4 substance has to be well balanced. So if one of that substance is not there, or a whole body gets imbalanced, then it will be considered as an unhealthy body. I hope you remember this diagram, because this we have discussed in your first chapter about body humors in the introduction, history of psychology. So you see the person, different personality is there, like a blood or sanguine. That character personality, sanguine personality means blood. Phlegmatic personality, then black bile or melancholic personality, then yellow bile or choleric personality. See the features. The blood or sanguine, they are hot as well as wet. Or phlegmatic, they like wetness and cold. And the black bile personality, they like dryness and the cold. And yellow bile, they always are dry and hot. So just for your understanding, I'll just again repeat in easy way. The person with a blood humor, like it will like a blood, about our blood substance, they are having sanguine personality. What will be their temperament? I mean the behavioral characteristics. Very cheerful person. So when you study this type of personality, our teachers also taught us, the psychologist also says us how we can remember this type of personality. You can remember by thinking some good examples from your classroom or from your colleagues or from your teachers or from your parents, families, anybody who is known to you. So you can just connect to each other and you can just tell, this personality in so and so person. So it will be easy for you to remember type of personality. This is just a hint to study. Very cheerful, energetic, optimistic personality. Optimistic, in the class of emotionals I told you, optimism means ashavadi. Everything they are having the positivity towards life. They are happy and hopeful. So their personality means they have a good circulation of blood. So they are considered as sanguine. I am again repeating, this is just Hippocrates theory only because this is just the Hippocrates theory only because he is just explaining. It's just theory only, not sure about that. This is final. You have to follow. Yellow bile, the yellow bile color, that is the choleric personality. They are very much weak. They are emotionally down. They are irritable characteristics. They cannot accept everything. They are very angry personality. So do you have anybody in your life, or are you coming into this choleric personality? Then also it is not like a bad thing, because we have been like that only, but still we can change some personality. Personality cannot be changed in a fullest way, but some form we can be changed. Phlegmatic personality. They are very much emotionally strong. Just opposite of this. They are very much strong. They are very cold. You can see in the diagram also, like cold characteristics are there, right? So they are very cold, calm, happy. But the disadvantage part is they are very slow personality and lazy. They do not want to work very hard, or they cannot go very quickly also. Otherwise, they are very strong personality. Black bile. This is also a negative aspect. Where the black is, that means there is some negativity, right? Melancholic personality. So melancholic personality, there is one disorder also in psychiatry, melancholic depression. So what will happen? They go in depression. Pessimism. This is just opposite of optimism. I already told you about optimism. Optimism means ashavadi, optimistic or optimism. Pessimism is just opposite. Nirasha means they always feel that pessimism. So they always feel that no, I cannot do well. I am not a confident person. My self-esteem is down. I do not respect myself. I am sad emotionally, and my body is also weak. So see how the characteristics of this particular personality is connected with the personality behavior. Second is Krushmer's classification, because they are based on various body types. You can see like characteristics of body, right? The features of your body. Krushmer's personality. So the spelling is CKRET SHMER, because I do not want to make mistake in the spelling. So Krushmer's personality, what it is according to Krushmer, maybe the psychologist. Picnic type. Picnic means PYKNIC. Picnic means they are very short. The structure is like a short heighted but very fat bodies. So they are very sociable. I have experienced of some of my known people, maybe my friends or maybe my colleagues or anybody. They are little bit height is very short, but they little bit fatty body. They are very sociable. Their joys, I mean, they are enjoyable personality. They are easygoing nature. Everything they take it as positive only. Good nature. They are very good, innocent by character. And asthenic type. Asthenic type means they are very thin and long body. Very thin, lean. There's some sometimes we tell ना, जैसे हम कहते हैं पतला, बहुत पतला बॉडी जो होता है उसको एस्थेनिक कह सकते हैं. So ethnic means they criticize others. I am again telling, these are theories. We just cannot tell any one particular classmate or your friend and tell them you are ethnic person. No, this is just theory, but theory are always coming based on research activities, right? But they are very sentimental. They are peace loving. They need peace and they love peace. Athletic type. Athletic type means like a strong body. In sports personality also we know how they looks, very muscular and they maintain their body. Such persons are courageous. That you all know. They are courageous person. They can fight for anything. They are fearless, energetic, more active. Sports personality especially, or even military people also, you see they are very much body conscious and they maintain their body. They are athletic personality. Dysplastic. Dysplastic means inelastic body, abnormal body structure means body is not well prepared, balanced, or structure is not proper, and they are unstable mental condition. They do not have proper mental condition, especially for the MR child. You know what is MR? MR means mentally retarded. The childs whose IQ is less than 70, they will go in different forms of mental retardation, like a mild, moderate, or severe. So such personality, because they are mentally down, mentally retarded, weak, and they may come in distance class, because if we see the MR children also, we can understand they are mentally retarded because their body shape is in that way. Third is also almost similar to Kreshmer's, that is Sheldon's classification. So Sheldon has also followed Kreshmer's classification, or somewhat similar classification only. Like body structure, based on the body structure and personality type, how the characteristics feature. Endomorphic, you see endomorph structure, how they are very soft but fat, round body, very fat. I already told you, fatty persons, many people whomever I have seen, they are very social, they are very relaxed personality. See how they are written, similar to picnic person, picnic of Kreshmer. Mesomorphic. Mesomorphic means like an athletic body. They are very strong body and they are very active, energetic. They love the risk. They love taking risk, and they love doing adventures. Adventure trips, people comes for adventure trips and all. So they always like athletic people only. And ectomorphic personality. Ecto means towards. They are very tall, thin and flat chest, slim body. They are very thin and lean. So they are very shy personality. They are reserved. They do not talk to people. They are unsociable personality. So this type of personality classification you can remember. Next is Jung's classification. So Jung's classification, sometimes people may say introvert, extrovert, and ambivert. So what exactly this personality speaks about? Introvert, extrovert, and ambivert. Introvert personality, you can see the classification here also in the diagram also how this is. But these are the people. Intro means inside. They are always concerned with own thoughts and feelings than with other people or happenings around him. They do not want to think about others, what is happening. They only think about their own thoughts. So such people are very moody, rigid, unsociable, pessimist. Already told you optimism and pessimism. They are very quiet in nature. They do not talk well. Then they are passive. They are not much active. They are thoughtful, controlled, but they are reliable as well as calm also. Many positive qualities and negative qualities also would be there. Extrovert means they are more interested in others rather self. They are always interested about other people, not towards self. They always want to know, always trying to helping others. As well, they are very tough and aggressive character. Anger, short temper, excited, impulsive, outgoing, lively. They can be leader also, because all the political leaders or whoever are become a leader, they should think about others also, right? Next is ambivert. So introvert, extrovert, and ambivert. Ambivert comes under introvert and extrovert because this is having both quality of mixture of this quality. So just think whether I am an introvert or I am an extrovert, or am I an ambivert. And last is Rossman's classification. Also we can say type A, type B, many things are there. Even you search your book also, you may get type A, B, even C. Many things goes as such, because many theorists recently also in the psychology, many theorists have come up and they are doing many research, and they think that when the characteristic features of A and B is not matching, then C characteristics they have developed, D characteristics. But I am not going to deal with more characteristics, only we'll see type A and type B personality. Type A personality is like emotionally unstable. You have many people, sometimes we also belongs to such character: tension, worry, irritating, competitive, moody, indifferent, active or restless. They want everything to be perfect, idealist, and punctual. They are on time, they do every work on time, and they are very ideal people. They work on that. So some good qualities are also there to achieve their quality. And Emotionally stable are from B type, just opposite. They are tension free, they are stress free, they just enjoy their life. They are insensitive, calm, tolerant, and they are sincere but not too serious. They are not very much serious about their life, but they are sincere, not that much efficient in their work, but they are flexible about their work. So these are 5 types of personalities. So which are the 5 types of personality you have seen? Hippocrates personality, then Kretschmer's personality, then we have seen Sheldon's classification, Jung's classification, and even Rosenman's classification. Now we'll see how to develop personality. Is it in our hand? Can we develop personality, or can we organize personality? Yes, exactly. The first factor comes as biology. Biological means our body physiology, right? Maybe our endocrine glands, because these glands produce hormones, and normal secretion of these hormones promote healthy and normal personality. So our hormone circulation is proper. If my blood circulation is proper, if there is no any issue with my hormone, that means I have good personality. I mean, my personality is maintained. But sometimes, drug dependence, alcoholism also affect personality, right? So this is also very bad things, because our personality gets disturbed because of this type of drug dependency disorder, because we are dependent towards that drug. Or like a semi-starvation, dietary problems, do not eat properly, vitamin deficiencies, or any syphilis. Syphilis is a sexually transmitted infection, which are getting through sexual contact. Encephalitis, inflammation of that brain, or anything that causes personality development. Because sometimes what happens, these disorders or these deficiencies can cross your blood-brain barrier, BBB. So sometimes it will cross your blood-brain barrier. You might have learned in your anatomy of nervous system, it will cross that barrier and will reach your brain. So brain development will get hampered. Because of that, personality will get disturbed or damaged. Socio-cultural factors. Some theorists, they tells personality depends upon the social characteristics, because our society and the culture play important role in the development of personality, and the parental behavior also have greater impact on the children. Because if I live in a good society, if I live in a good culture, if I have been trained by a good, well settled culture, society, parents, peer groups, or teachers, maybe I will develop a good personality. But sometimes parental attitude towards children, the care, they are protected well, or else they have been rejected. Mother is not taking care of the child, or mother is neglecting their child. Then they will not develop good personality, because they are neglected, they are rejected. Or if parents are encouraging their child, small encouragement, small appreciation can also lead to good thing in your life. Our attitude will change, our personality also will change. We need to appreciate others. If we encourage small children also, if simply we do clapping by hands, if they start walking, because walking starts after their 1 year of their life. So what will happen if they started walking and standing and walking? The parents has to do like a clapping of their hands. So such clapping is a reinforcement, encouragement. They'll feel that appreciation. So they learned. And later what will happen? This child when become adult, they will also follow the same. But rather encouraging, if you are discouraging somebody, you are not promoting there, then what will happen? They will not develop. You are just discouraging. No, this is not good. This is bad. You have to walk like this. You have walked the wrong way. Rather than encouragement, you are just discouraging. Relationship with your friends, your relatives, your school atmosphere also will affect your personality. Because where I am learning from my home, from my school, my friends are teasing me, friends are beating me, friends are passing bad comments on me, maybe I will develop a bad personality. Bad personality, I mean their personality gets affected, actually not a bad, exactly I can say it is affecting your personality. You will land up in a very sad, pessimistic, or our self-esteem will be low, and you may feel that I cannot do good because my friends are doing such things to me. Psychological factors. Your intelligence doesn't mean you must have an intelligence of Albert Einstein. An average intelligence is like a 70 to 100 or 70 to 110. So that at least 70, 80, 90, 100 IQ is also enough to have a good life. motive, interest, your character, your thinking, your emotional development. These all things can also help in the formation, development and organization of your personality. My intellect will support me, my cognition, my perception will support me. So these are the various ways to develop. Which are the way? Your biology, your psychology and your social factors. Now we see very important, even exam point of view also, that is theories of personality. So I'll just tell about various theories of personality. Again I am telling, if you search in your book or if you go for more search, you will get numerous theories of personality. I'll deal only important theory given by great psychologist. One of the theory is psychoanalytic theory. Very important. Sometimes short note also can come about psychoanalysis. Developed by Sigmund Freud. You know who is Sigmund Freud? He is considered as father of psychoanalysis, not father of psychology, father of psychoanalysis, because he has analyzed the human being. He has studied about the human being. Until today, no any scientist or psychologist have changed the thoughts of Sigmund Freud. They have just modified or do something, but they have not completely deleted or changed. That means we can all follow his theory. Mainly he said about id, ego, superego. I'll just give a simple example with good examples, so you can just follow the psychoanalysis of id, ego, or we can say superego. So what is id? Id, it is the most primitive part of your life. It is in your mind, okay? These all are in your topography of mind, okay? I cannot show your id, I cannot show your ego in your body, but we all use these terms and we all have this in your mind, every human being, okay? Not only person or psychiatric patient, every human being. So it is from your birth, like in ambition. I want to become a nursing officer, I want to pass my examination, I want to show my teacher a good grade. Anything a student will have ambition, desire, tendency or appetite. Appetite in the sense anything like a increasing drive for something, maybe food or maybe water, maybe sex, any appetite. So it is a storehouse of biologically burst urge. Biology, this is based on your biology, your body physiology. Urge. Urge means have a pressure, have a wish to do something. Urge to eat, drink, eliminate, passing urine or stool. Sexually attracting, and sexual attraction or that sexual stimuli or sexual desires are known as libido. Okay, there's a term known as libido. It's a normal attitude or normal thing. And it always follows pleasure principle. Sometimes in competitive exams, they may ask you, it follows which principle? So it follows pleasure. So I'll give simple example. Suppose I am taking class. If I feel I am getting hunger, then what I will do? I have an urge to eat. I will eat in front of you like this and I will take the class. This is my eat. I will not think about anything else. So every personality or every human being have some or other way of our it to achieve that pleasure. And what is ego? Ego comes in between of it. It lies in between ego and superego, right? So in between it and superego, ego lies. And ego follows reality principle. It only know about reality. So I am feeling hunger, but I am taking class, but in front of my students, if I am eating food, but that is my aid, I fulfill my pleasure, but what is my ego? My ego, that is reality. Ego, every person will tell you that person is having ego, but ego means I. That is a symbol meaning, I feel. So I should feel that no, this is not a good thing to, not a good thing. I will feel that no, better, I will not eat now. And last is about superego personality. Superego means what we are closely connecting with our conscience. conscience means your inner feelings, andar atma, like that we can say in Hindi. So whatever is coming from us inside, which we have learned from your parents or your authorities or anybody who is taking care of us, and it follows perfection principle or moral principle. Perfection. The same example I am taking of eating food, simple example, because that is a common thing. So as I am taking class right now, in my students are sitting in front of me. I feel hunger. My hunger drive gets stimulated. So I am having an urge to eat. I will not tell students I am feeling hunger. No, I will start eating food like this and writing notes, everything in front of students. That is my eat. One possibility, right? And the possibility is my super ego. Second possibility, that is based on perfection principle. So what my super ego tells, because we have learned from authorities, we have learned from our parents since childhood that something to be followed morally, moral principles. These are moral principles or moral values. So I know this is not good in front of students. Do you think it is good in front of student? Teacher is eating and taking class? No. So my super ego will not allow me. Everything is in our mind only. But at the same time, my ego also told me to eat food. But my super ego, that is my conscience, andar atma. So that andar atma is telling me, no, it is not right thing to eat in front of student. But still my ego, that is the middle part. It's a bridge between id and ego, super ego. So ego will tell, no, your ego is getting hurt. No, I want to eat also, but I do not want to eat in front of students. It is like in a diplomatic way, in a conflict desire, right? So what will happen? I will take into reality principle. I will think that better I will not eat now. I will take a break. I will use some defense mechanism. Defense mechanism means when your ego is getting weak, we use a defense mechanism. This class I will take little bit later. What is defense mechanism? Defense mechanism in microbiology you might have learned your immunity defense. Like when we have any disorder, our immunity will defend, will fight. That is defense. But psychological defense mechanisms are there. Many mechanisms are there, like repression, regression, rationalization, projection. Many successful or unsuccessful defense mechanisms are there. So for example, if I give an excuse to you, students, principal is calling me, so I just will go to principal and will come for 5 minutes. So what will happen? I will go to my office, my staff room, I will eat the food, I will come back. Principal has not called me, but I just want to give an excuse. That is the defense mechanism. So my ego also will not get hurt, my id also fulfilled, and super ego also there is anything because I have not eaten in front of students. Sometimes we use this type of things in our life. Like for students, generally they use when they come late. So they always follow that ego. Ego should not get hurt. They'll tell bus was late, auto was coming late, I got up late, my mother did not cook food on time. Many things we blaming. Those things are defense mechanism. Another good example. A 10-year-old child see a mango fruit in the stranger garden. See, the mangoes are there and 10-year-old child is seeing that mangoes. What will happen? Especially if it is like you are feeling very hunger, it's a good seasonable and very like fleshy mango, and it is like a good mango. So what will happen? It is like good yellowish color mango. It will like salivated you sometimes, right? Especially those who love mango. So they will feel that yes, I should eat that mango. But the garden is not mine. It is stranger's garden. What? So his id will say, I want. That is id. Id will say, I want this mango. But ego is based on reality. Ego will tell better not now. But not now. But I will eat. I will pluck this tree, this mango, but not now. But super ego will tell you cannot have this because it is wrong. And you are plucking somebody else's garden fruit without that permission is a wrong thing. Your super ego also will get activated. So at the same time, these three things will come in mind. And some people, what will they follow their ego reality? They will tell, I will do some excuse or something like that, and they'll try to pluck, and their ego will not get hurt. But some people, the superego is very high. So what will happen? It is very high. It is increased. They will tell, I will not eat. This is stranger's garden. So this is a topography of mind. So if you put an ice, this is iceberg phenomenon. You can see how this ice, you have learned in mind theory, right? So if you plot the ice in a water, you see some part of this much part is submerged in the water, and above part only this much part is seen, that is conscious, which we are aware about ourselves. So ice can be compared with your mind. Whichever part is visible, whichever part we are aware, are conscious part. And our id and ego belongs to the part which is submerged in the water, which is not seen. Id, ego, superego. See, it is in pre-conscious or subconscious, and id is coming from unconscious also. So you can just compare that, because it is unconsciously mind you are telling that this is not good, and your superego also sometimes in the subconscious, no, this is not good. But my id is telling, yeah, it is good, you eat my food. But ego always lies above the subconscious, that always follow the reality that I should not eat this, I should follow the principle, or I will do after some time. Or the teacher's example, what the teacher said, I will go to my staff room, better I will eat. But the teacher will tell, principal is calling me, so I'll take an excuse, like that. So see the difference. It will tell, I want chocolate. See how it is, like the person ego is in between two persons. This is a good person or this is a bad person. Or we can say I want it now, or we will say I need to plan something to get it, or you can't have it. If I know I want this thing, like that, it is always coming that greed, that id. But we know our superego tell, no, you cannot have it because this is not you are not deserved for it. This is not made for you. Then your superego will tell it. But your ego sometimes will tell, no, I will plan something better to get it. So another example also, because I am giving more examples because for your more clarity of this concept. It will tell, I want chocolate. But ego will tell, no. Superego will tell, no, you are on a diet. You are a diabetic person, you are on a diet. Or you are a fatty person, you are a heart patient, you are on diet. You cannot have. But your ego will tell, no, I will eat little bit of chocolate, not full chocolate, to satisfy myself. So id and ego also go simultaneously. So next theory is psychosexual. This is also given by Sigmund Freud only, psychosexual theory. What was about first theory? First theory was about psychoanalytic, id, ego, superego. Now psychosexual. Psychosexual have total 5 stages. Number 1, we will see. Before that, a brief introduction, because sometimes it will come in your short note also. As Sigmund Freud said, every child in their growth and development stage, they will have different stages of their life. Based on that, this development stage or psychosexual theory has been made. Like Freud described as succession of stages around by body zones. Some body part have the connection with the psychological part, and this has to be succeeding every age. If I am a 1-year-old child, I have some fixed development, and once I complete my 1 year, as I go to my 2nd year, 3rd year of my age I am telling 1-year child, 2-year child, 3rd year, 3-year child, every age wise they have some growth and development, right? According to his opinion, every child will have an innate tendency. Innate means by birth. It is giving by birth only to seek pleasure through physical stimulation. Physically, if a child, if a baby, a newborn baby just born and mother is touching that baby, that touch is a physical stimulation, right? So that touch what will indicate that baby will have more confidence, and towards mother he will feel more protected or safe in the hand of his or her mother. Touch, maybe through the mouth. The baby is sucking the breast milk. Why the baby is sucking the breast? To get the milk. So that mouth, oral cavity is also having the stimulus. Or in the anal stage also they are getting stimulated to pass the stool, or genital area to pass the urine. So all these body regions like touch, your mouth, your anus, or your genital region, these always stimulate us. So such zones are known as erogenous zone. They are erotic. They will stimulate you. It will give a pleasure in your sexual activity as well as your normal activity. That is what is known as erogenous zone. There are 5 stages already I told you. So every age group has to follow the same thing. If I am a 1-year-old child, I should complete my 1-year-old development. Then I will go to my second year age. As soon as I completed my 1 year of age, I will go in second year. Then I will start another development. But some child, what will happen? They are not satisfied. For example, breastfeeding. As theory says, even the science says, breastfeeding is only allowed till 6 months. Allowed in the sense exclusive breast milk to be given 6 months to the baby. After 6 months, they can start with like a liquid, semi-solid or solid food. They can go for weaning. But the thing is, like, they have fixed. I mean, they are they should satisfy with this. But sometimes what happens, after 6 months till 1 year also, mother will give breast milk. But after 1 year also, some child will continue with the breast milk because mother is giving, because the child may not be satisfied properly or the child is over satisfied. This is known as fixation. He is fixed. So sometimes what will happen, as soon as he complete his breastfeeding, another feeding habits to be started in this next year of age, he will not start. He will still depend on his breast milk. That is known as fixation. So either you will be unsatisfied or you will be too much fixated. So that will make some attachment to that old stage even after moving to the new stage. Because 1 year is my first stage. After 1 year, 1 to 3 years is my second stage. Then I should follow second stage principles. But the child may not be able to follow because the mother or the parents are not being trained in such a way. So the child will follow their old stage only. The first stage is oral stage. Oral stage means birth to 1 year of age. This is also known as infant age. Like birth se lekar 1 year tak, infant. We call it as an infant oral stage. Okay. First stage 1 to 5 birth to 1 year. So how pleasure they are getting? Already I told you in the introduction that child will seek pleasure. So he will get the pleasure by sucking and later by biting the nipple of the mother, breastfeeding. So he will get pleasure. Oral cavity is the that zone. He will get pleasure from that sucking, and as soon as his teeth has been erupted, after 6 months he will get his first teeth, then after again 1 year, again second teeth, like that he will get teething, and during the teething time he will get relief from that pain by biting the mother's breast. So child will start doing biting because that biting itself is the relief. So this all comes in your mouth, oral cavity pleasure. Bonding will create between mother and child, and if the mother is not caring the child, here the problem comes. If the mother is neglecting the child and not attending the child will develop anxiety. So see how the anxiety is developing from the birth, because the mother has not been given breast milk. Many issues could be there. Maybe the mother has been dead. After delivery, mother is no more, or mother is not having adequate breast milk, or mother is going for job, or mother has left the child and gone somewhere else. Any issues could be there. So that is a neglected child, or the child is being ignored. So what will happen? The child will start developing anxiety. But sometimes what happened, I told you, you may also ask your mothers how you were being treated by your mother, especially the breast milk, how much years of age they have given you the breast milk. I am not telling that if you have been given for more than 2-3 years, you are a bad personality, but your personality might have changed because you are over satisfied, you are over fixed to that if you are giving too much opportunity. So such people in the later adulthood, they say that they are very talkative personality, they are drug dependent and smoking. This is a theory only, because psychiatric people, when the person come with the alcohol history, they may ask what happened to them, any history of alcoholism or something like that. So they will tell, yes, I had this, because if we asking about their breastfeeding attitude, because some child may not be remembering. If an adult, 20-year-old adult, they cannot remember about their breastfeeding time. So the mother may tell, yes, they have given breast milk too much time. So their oral cavity got so pleasure, because of that they may put everything in their mouth. Even the nail biting, that thumb sucking in adulthood life also people do. Why? Because one theory, this oral stage theory, says they are overfixed with that particular habit of breastfeeding. Second is anal stage. Anal stage comes into birth from the first year to 3 year of child. So anal stage, you know, the word itself says it's about your anal sphincters. You are being trained by your parents. After 1 year, your parents has to be trained. Like you can even, these all things now, when you are getting any patient also, you can tell them also. Okay, in your family members also you can tell how to toilet training. The toilet training is very important here. You have to train your child how to pass urine, how to go to the washroom, how to sit on the potty chair, how to pass that stool, everything, how to wash genitals, or the all those things you can just tell the training during the training to your child. And during that time, anus is a highly sensitive area. They get more pleasure also by touching, so they may do holding and letting go activity of the fecus. In the childhood psychiatry also, we can see many disorders comes in because of this anal stage. Anal stage has not been properly well. Like for example, holding on the side, the child may have two types of personality: early anal stage and the late stage anal stage. Early anal stage means pleasure from delivering fecus. That means they are not being trained properly, so wherever they may feel, they will pass the stool, not in toilet or in the potty chair. So they will do in the room, they will do in the dining, they may going wherever they are traveling, they will do openly, because the child is being not trained. Such personality are overfixed. Sometimes they will create messiness, unclean, excessive compulsive. Or if you remember OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. OCD means compulsion. They have obsession about everything to be perfect. My hand is dirty, room is not closed, my room is not clean. Every time they will clean the room. Why? Because they want everything to be perfect. Because in their anal stage, the mother has been trained them how to go to toilet. They were very strict. Some toilet training, they may be very strict. They hold the pleasure from withholding the fecus sometimes. So pleasure can also achieve, or sometimes retention also can be achieved. So pleasure means you are doing wherever you feel the child. That means they are not very good personality. They are not they are disorganized personality. But you know, when they are being trained well, they are being punished, so their personality also will be very clean personality, organized personality. They want everything to be perfect. They are self-controlled personality. They are anal stage. So you can ask the patient if any such habits have been shown, how was your anal stage? If they remember, it is well. But sometimes patient may not be remembered, so you can ask to their family also. Third one is phallic stage. So phallic stage is 3 to 5 years. You see, here the child interest will shift towards the genital organs, maybe towards their penis or the vagina, because they do not know exactly what it is. They know only these are the eliminatory organs only, but still the child will have attraction towards that. Even they have feelings towards opposite sex, parent of opposite sex, parent and child. So maybe son having attraction towards mother, which is known as Oedipus complex. Another one is Electra complex, the daughter, the girl child having attraction towards father, means opposite sexual interest, opposite parental sexual interest. I mean affection. They are having more affection. That is why this is a universal truth. Every son loves their mother more rather their father. It is not like that, but probably generally we see such things. So this is Oedipus complex and Electra complex. So I'll just give a brief about Oedipus complex. You know, there is a story about Oedipus Rex. It is a mythical story, it's a mythology. Not sure it is the right story or not. Here the child, male child, I mean the son having attraction towards his mother. Okay, that is Oedipus complex. So these all things are opposite attraction, comes under phallic stage. So what happened? Oedipus Rex has there was a king. So what happened? That king, I do not remember exact name because this is not much important for us, but still that king was still having a good relationship with his wife, and they were having a good relationship, and they got a child, and the child name was Oedipus Rex. But they, what happened, during some unavoidable circumstances, they just throw their child in the water, something like that. Okay, I am not sure about the story exactly. This is the like overall essence of the story. So that child name was Oedipus actually, and that child was taken care by somebody else because this king has left that child. So later this child become very strong and he become the king of another land, and later he become famous, and he came to this previous land of his father to fight, to have a war, but he was not aware his father was this king. And later what happened, that king lost his life, and Oedipus was succeeded in he won the war, and he married that wife of that old king, even though age was not matching, but he was not aware that lady was his mother. So this was unknowingly happened. It's a mythical story, it's a mythology, but still the main essence is that the male child always having affection towards mother. Why this is so? Because as per the theory, again I am saying, the boy desire for stimulation of his penis is associated with attachment to his mother, because some connection is there with his penis, and he is having jealous and anger towards his father. Desire is towards his mother, anger towards his father. Why this is so? Because he always feel that his father will do castration. What is castration? Castration is a surgery actually, but generally it means removal of penis. Penis is the external organ, right? So he will feel that his father will cut his penis, because he has seen that he do not know exactly what the relation is of a father and mother. For him there are two exact opposite sexual figure. Two figures are there in front of him. One is father and mother, but exactly how they both got married, after marriage they became they were in sexual contact, nothing he know, because that is a childhood age, 3 to 5 years, very sensitive, not sensitive, but they don't know anything. For him, he know father's biology, father's basic structure is like him only. Father is also having penis, and because of that penis, his mother is attracted towards this father. So I want my mother to attract to me. So what will happen? He will think that always if I am going to my mother is loving me, but my father is having problem. My father will do castration. He will cut my penis and he will make me like my mother, because my mother does not have penis. So such type of castration anxiety arise in the child mind. So what he will do, he will try to use defense mechanism known as identification. Already I told you a defense mechanism. We are doing something like when your ego gets weak, we do something to identify the same thing. So identification mechanism means here we'll try to adopt the characteristics of our father. As the male child, I will take all the character of my father. How my father is talking to my mother, how my father is touching my mother, how my father is respecting my mother. All those characteristics he adopt, and he will act like his father. So what he will do, he will act like his father, and he will think that his mother will having attraction towards him because he is imitating like his father. That is identification mechanism. So he will develop jealous or anger towards his father, and later he develop everything. So here superego develops. Clear? So superego is the perfect principle, because he understood that this is the right method I should do. This is Oedipus complex. Clear? So this is just a theory. I do not know exactly any child is having this type of thought, castration anxiety and all, but this theory says in that way. Ultimate essence is that the male child having attraction towards mother. Next is Electra complex. So Electra complex is also very important in the phallic stage, Oedipal and Electra. So what is Electra complex? Electra complex will have girls. Girls have attraction towards father. Generally, only we know it is a usual thing. It's not a probability. People always do. This is also like a Greek story. This is a story of Electra. who is a daughter of Agamemnon. Agamemnon was the like a daughter, and who killed her mother unknowingly. She killed her mother unknowingly. Exactly the story I also not remember, but you can search for that. So during this stage, girl having attraction towards father. Here the girl noticed that she does not have any penile organ like a father. Everything is like mother only, and she also observed that father is always with his wife. She also don't know it is a husband or wife. For her it is two figure. So why my father is always with that girl, that lady, that mother? So she think in that way, and she feel that she did not have penis. That is penis envy. She have that jealous that I do not have like my father. That is why mother is always going towards my father. I have everything like my mother only. My vagina is like mother only. So what will happen? She feel that she has been castrated by her mother. She felt that she has been castrated. She was having penis, and she was removed her penis by her mother. Just thinking only. Okay, this will make her angry towards her mother. So she will adopt all the character of the mother. That is identification again. In the Oedipus complex, the male child was adopting the character of the father and behaving like the father, so that the mother will attract towards him. So here in the Electra complex, the girl will identify all the factors of her own sex. That is mothers, how the mother talks, how the mother cook, how the mother do is combing of the hair, how she do the makeup, how she maintain her body, everything she will follow, and she will do start like that, and slowly she will feel that father is getting attracted towards her. Next stage is latency stage. So I hope you understood about phallic stage. Not much complicated, only you have to remember about Oedipus and Electra complex. Latency stage belongs to 6 to 12 years. Schoolers, they are schoolers. 0 to 1 year are known as infant. 1 to 3 year are known as toddler. And after toddler, there comes 3 to 5, which are known as preschooler, before schooling, right? And after that, 6 to 12 years are schoolers. They are going to school even after 18 years, till 18 they go to schoolers, but they have latency stage. They have child interest will be shifted towards learning more about the world. They are having same sex group. They will make gang of same sex group. Like boys in the school age group, you can see boys will sit together with boys, girls child will sit together with girls, but not necessarily these days. They all go for co-education, and they do not follow, but generally speaking, latency stage, they always want their interest will be to one particular group only. They will develop because they will learn team spirit, togetherness, how to become together. Next is genital stage. This is adolescent stage. Even after that also it will go till your death also, because mature heterosexual interest, again opposite sexual interest. In the third stage of phallic stage, what was that? Opposite sexual, but it was only towards the parent. The male child having attraction towards mother, female child having attraction towards father. And in the latency stage, what happened? Again same sex. Boys will create a group of same sexual groups, I mean for the group activity, their group thinking, their games, all those things. Girls will have girls group. They'll do all the gossiping and all. Girls, boys, everybody do their gossiping in their own team. Like genital stage, what happened beyond it? Here it is a mature heterosexual interest. Heterosexual means opposite sexual interest again will develop, because after adolescence you will go into adulthood. Then you will start thinking about your marriage, your good mate formation. I should find my sexual mate formation. Your interest will be sexual interest will be outside your family. You will think more about yourself, and you will marry somebody, and you will have good sexual contact. Yeah, all those things comes under genital personality. So I hope you understood with the 5 personality theories of psychosexual. Till now we have seen psychoanalytical theory of Sigmund Freud, id, ego, superego. Then we have seen psychosexual theory, oral stage, anal stage, phallic stage, latency, and genital stage. Next we'll see about third principle, that is Albert Bandura's theory, which is also known as social learning theory. Albert Bandura developed this theory, also known as observational learning. Learning can be observed. If I am observing somebody is doing like this, then I will do the same, that personality. Okay, mainly happening like a modeling, imitating others. Maybe the child will see how the parents' behavior or elders as well as by direct instruction, because child will also see how the parents are talking to him, how the grandparents or elders are talking to him. He will also follow the same. This is why it is known as observational theory or imitating theory, Albert Bandura's theory. See how the child is following the the prints of their or the walking style of the elders. Last part is about how to assess the personality. So clear about theories. Only I have said about psychoanalytic theory, psychosexual theory, as well as about this Albert Bandura's observation. There are many theories also. How we are assessing personality, which is known as psychometric assessment, personality test. Already I told you what exactly personality. It is your behavior, it is your character, your intellect. Observation method. What you are going to observe, the observer does not hide his presence. He rather become more or less a part of group under observation. Whoever is under observation, he will just become the part. Observer can use tape recorder, camera, telescope, anything to see, then they can understand that personality. This is simple meaning you have to take a position at a place where your presence is least disturbing to the group, but from where you can observe in detail the behavior of the group. For example, sometimes teachers come to their students' group activities, or the students are posted in the hospital and teachers are coming, but students are not knowing teachers are evaluating you. They just come casually, they will talk to you, they will see your procedures and they'll go, but they have evaluated also you. This is observation theory or observation method. So by simple inspection you can get a clear picture of somebody about their personality. There is no need of your presence. Situational tests, because some situation also can be created to understand the personality trait. For example, I want to check the honesty of an individual, like the student is how much honest, imandar. So how I will check? I will ask question like, does he feel temptation of copying in the exam? Whether he's copying or he's turning like this, seeing here and there. Does he try to pick up the 10 rupee note in the given situation? If I have put some 10 rupee note here and there, and I will just show that I have not kept anything. I do not remember. It might have happened accidentally. So some student will pick it up and they will go, they will run. But some will take that 10 rupee note and will give to you. That is honesty. So some situations also can be given to the persons if we want to check their personality. Questionnaire. Questionnaire means that we are giving some questions. They have to write the answers, maybe open-ended or closed-ended. Simple examples are here. They see how yes or no questions are there. Do you enjoy being alone? So if they are telling yes, put tick. They can put in tick. Do you enjoy like seeing others successful? If you love success of others, yes or no. Or question mark means not sure. We are saying not sure. Okay. Next example, do you laugh at a joke on you? Sometimes some funny moments comes in your life, right? So we can just think about that situation. You can just remember that. If yes, you can tick yes. If no, no. Otherwise, you are not sure about that. So this is just example only. We can find many such good instances, or even we can give such questionnaire. We can prepare such questionnaires and we can give to the patient or anybody to check the personality based on the calculation of yes or no questions. Then personality inventories, another test we can do. Like inventories means these are set of questions or statement prepared on the problem under the study. So any particular case if I want to study, I can do. And one of the tests is Minnesota multiphasic personality inventory test. Minnesota test, you can known as MMSI. So it is already prepared in the Minnesota is a country. So they already prepared like a 550 items. It is already available in their website. Similar question you can prepare, or based on that you can modify also. Simple example, another example I can say, I sweat very easily even on cool days. So see what personality, whether it is a hot personality, cold personality. I have never been in love with anybody. I cannot love anybody. So I am a socially aloof personality, type A personality, type B personality, or introvert, extrovert. So such characteristics can be assessed. So subject can be like yes, no, or doubtful, like not sure. Such questions can be given. Rating scale, already I taught this in attitude also. Rating scale, Likert scale also, like 3 point, 5 point and 7 point. You can just check with the attitude chapter where we have seen about Likert scale 3 point, 5 point or 7 point. 3 points like always, sometimes, never. Only 3 answer. You have to click on one answer. There is no right or no wrong answer. There is nothing right or wrong. It is only your attitude or your situation to know the degree of particular trait. Trait means personality, characteristics. I like to be in the company of the people than to be in alone. Somebody if you are asking a question and ask them to put tick mark in this question. Like if somebody is telling I cannot work in group or I like to work in group. So if always, then put tick mark on always, or never, never. Otherwise 5 point, if it is a 5 point question, ask them and you can ask them to put okay, I will tell yes, I like to work in the company of the people, agree. Agree means almost agree. Strongly agree means yes, I always like that. Interview, you know, interview techniques, various techniques are there for getting job or getting admission, anything, or even for the patient also we do interview technique, right? So it is a technique of getting information about any personality in face-to-face contact. So it will evaluate that person. When the people are taking interview, they can understand the person's personality, characteristics, behavior, everything. Projective technique. Projection is a defense mechanism. I will teach you later about this defense mechanism in which persons read own mind or thoughts into others. They will put into others. They will project their thoughts into others. So maybe like any inner conflict, frustration, motive, fear to an unstructured situation. If I am having anger to my student, but I cannot show that student to always, then I will show my anger to my wife, to my child, or to my parent, or to my neighbor, because they are unstructured for me, they are neutral for me. So I am projecting from one person to another person. But some tests are also there, how much you have projected your inner feelings. So such test we will see. One test is ink blot test. This is very common, ink blot. After ink will be put. It is given by Rorschach technique, Swiss psychologist. There are some cards. He has developed some cards. Even it is available online also. Psychologists in their clinical experience or their practice, they use this ink blot test. It is a black and white colored or multicolored also. They are unstructured. The shape of the blot do not have any specific meaning. So subject will be asked to answer the question, what could be the situation, or what does he see in the card. So one card will be given, maybe more cards also can be given, or we will ask the patient or ask any child, whomever we have to check the personality, ask them to take one card and see the question, what it is written over the card. You can tell us. There is no right or wrong answer, and whatever is there in their mind will come by seeing that card. So every response can be coded in this way. We can score about the location, the characteristics, content, originality. See one example. These are different cards. You can see in your Google Images also. It is available in the Rorschach's websites. Inkblot, some test webs are there in the websites. What exactly this diagram is? A ink blot, because ink is put black or white, blue ink, anything that is spread like anything, making a like a structure, एक image. एक इमेज है. So this image को you have to explain. इस image को आपको बताना है. So there is no right or wrong answer. There is a white background. You see the white background and you see the black background. What is this? Anybody can guess? There is no right or wrong answer. Some people may say two people are talking to each other. Some may say two birds are there, or some way it is a dog, tails. See this diagram. Some way it is like a bat in the sense that bird, bat, no, that bird, or somewhere say another bird, somewhere say two persons are standing, one is in between. Any form of this explanation, whatever is coming from their mind, that is projection. It is like unstructured, whatever is coming from their mind, like frustration, fear, motivation, or anything, their encouragement, or any feelings that will come naturally from this thinking. Because they are suddenly they are telling, so as soon as they tell, it will come whatever is coming from the mind. Another projective test is TAT test. So one test is ink blot, another test is TAT, thematic apperception test. So these are projective techniques. Thematic apperception test also given by Murray and Morgan. Here also there are some theme will be given. Some theme will be given and you have to make the story from that theme. It is like a 20 to 30 pictures. You can show the human being in variety of life situations. So they can create some stories. Again, I am telling that also like these are also projective technique, because whatever is coming in your mind, it is there, that is projecting. Unconscious drives, emotions, sentiments, conflict of any of that such personality will be coming to that interpreter. So interpreter will be the trained interpreter. Interpreter means those are going to interpret that image. So 10 pictures will be given in the different sessions. Pictures are vague. Vague means unclear, not definite. There is no as such clear understanding from the picture. It's a creative imagination. No right and wrong answer, already I told you. And from the picture you can ask, what is about this picture? Who is led to this scene? What are the characters according to you? Can you just imagine what will be the end of this story? Like that. So in the theme of the story, the style of the telling the story, the content of the story, and the subject's attitude. Subject means the patient, whomever we are going to assess. What is their attitude? See, two diagrams, two image, two themes are here. Can you just tell what it is? You can just start thinking. There is no right or wrong answer. If I have checked with my students or my psychologist, psychology patients, psycho abnormal persons, some of them said like that, like this person is thinking, like this is an old woman, this girl is thinking about her old age. Not sure. One of the people said. Some said that this guy is a boy only. This boy is thinking about his grandmother. Or some are telling the grandmother is thinking about her old age. So anything, her younger age. Anything could be, and they can start thinking about that story and make a good story, and see many things will mix with that personality. Here how some person, like a lady, is blocking her husband. Don't go, and such things. Otherwise they may say some another story also. Many people have shared their experience. So this is projective test. Next projective test is word association test. Word association means we will give some words to the patient and they have to associate this. Number of selected words. Examiner will give a series of words at a time. After each word, the subject is asked to reply as quickly as possible with the first word come to his mind. There is no right or wrong answer. The content will evaluate that person. See, head, green, water, singing, dead, sheep, window, friendly. These are some examples. To die, pride, to cook, ink. These all examples we can apply to the patient, and they have to reply about this word, about anything. They have to associate which other words are associating each other, or can you associate with your normal life. Even head, if they are asking about head, they will tell my head is having brain, or some may tell my head is hitting, or some may said no, my head is not good, I am not having brain. So anything associate with that word. Sentence completion. Sentence completion test is also another important test, because here we will give incomplete sentence. We have to complete that sentence, like a fill in the blanks. It will be open at the end. Generally there will be no blank in between the sentence. It will always at the end. You see at the end only the sentence will be there, and more or 2 or 3 words to be given. I am worried over dash. So somewhere I am worried over my examination. My hope is to become a nursing officer, to become a government servant, to become a businessman. I feel energetic when I look about my parent, when I see my parent, when I stay with my wife, when I stay with my child, or when I be with my students, anything. My ideal is my parent, my ideal is my friend, anything could be there. They always identify the fear, goal, or anything related to that. I just gave the example. It is not my personality. I just shared some examples of some people whom have shared with us. So this is sentence completion test. So I hope you understood this topic, because many questions will arise from this, like how to define personality, what are the type of the personality, technique or assessing the personality, and theory or the process. Theory also could be say as a process of personality development, especially psychosexual, psychoanalytical, and technique of assessment. Already we have seen how we are going to assess, like a personality test, situation test, observation test, questionnaire test, rating scale, projective test like Inkblot, thematic apperception, word association. So I hope you understood the concept about the personality, because it is very important to understand the patient's personality and to understand their disorders, because there are various disorders of personality, multiple personality disorders, dissociative identity disorders. They may forget everything, they may behave like another person, so many things. Those things you will learn in your psychiatric nursing only, but normal part we have learned now. I hope you understood. So once again, I wish you all the best to understand the personality. Thank you.